Opinions and stories around the game we love, told by your favorite storytellers. Stay up to date with all things cricket. Subscribe to CricBuzz's YouTube channel and press that bell icon now.
Two matches each to the two teams. We're going into match number 5. We move to the Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bengaluru, and that's where all the action will happen on a Super Sunday. Certainly, if that M word that we don't like to discuss on CricBuzz Live is anything to go by, South Africa have no chance. If they are to win, they'll have to make sure, like on CricBuzz Live, the word momentum becomes illegal. Gets tossed out the window. They've got to start from scratch and take us back to Delhi on match number 1 when they performed so well and took a lead in the series. Zaid, I'm going to come to you first. We're not going to spend much time on India because it's going to be same team, same 11, all the same to do. What about South Africa? Do they need to make any more changes? Mindset, personnel, anything?
Well, I think one change which looked evident from today's match, the person who got retired hurt, Bavuma, the ex-skipper. So that's something which they'll have to keep a close eye on, and his recovery looked very bad. I think by the look of it, looks like he might be missing the last one, the crucial one. So who is going to be the captain? That's something which South African camp will be thinking about. So that brings one change for sure. Reza Hendrick is someone who has replaced Quinton de Kock as an opener, and we saw a couple of changes because of that. So I think that one change which is coming to my mind. Otherwise, Stubbs, they started the series with they might go in that direction if they have to look to bring in some more power. Maybe look at opening with someone else. That's something which they will have a debate upon. Bowling wise, I think they'll stick to the similar kind of a lineup, depending on Rabada and Parnell's fitness. So bit of a fitness concern in that camp, and depending on that, the decisions will be made. We'll have to wait and see who is fit enough to take that field. But I still feel for Indian team, it's going to be keeping their head down, following the processes, not getting relaxed now that we've taken the series to the last game. This is the time you should not relax. You have to be just focusing on the processes and getting the series through now. Yes, the momentum is with you, but you can't now think about South Africa, they have too many injuries, we have gotten them out, we figured them out. All those kind of things can be also detrimental to kind of run that last mile. So you got to finish the race strong now. You've done all the hard work, and that's something which I will look at from the last game.
Yeah, something tells me in under Rahul Dravid's tutelage, something like that is not going to happen, Joy. But just staying on South Africa for a moment, yes, a few problems out there depending on Babuma's fitness, but in the bowling department, they actually have a bit of a dilemma because they brought in Ngidi, they brought in Jansen. Both of them have done pretty decently. I don't know about Jansen's slight injury there. So maybe he could go out if Rabada's fit. But otherwise, Ngidi definitely walks in and keeps his place.
Ngidi walks in. Look, I feel that if Jansen goes out, Rabada's injury is apparently slightly more serious than Parnell. I think Parnell's reasonably fit. So Parnell will walk back in, and that will give their batting also a little bit more, because I think at this point in his career, Parnell is a better batsman and a little bit more control. You see, the one problem with somebody like the ground like Chinnaswamy is that even top edges go for 6. And, we discovered that to our cost that bowlers with the height of Jansen, when they pitch it out there. I remember there was a bowler in the first IPL who bowled a ball to Brendan McCullum, and it was a lovely delivery with cheap top edge and it went for 6. I don't know where that bowler has gone nowadays, but he will tell you that, any top edges in
boundary line. The boundary line was shrunk in that game. All I can remember.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, I think probably Parnell will be a better choice under those conditions, if he's fit, of course, and we don't know that right now.
Yeah, I hope you knew where Joy was going with that little comment over there. But let's talk about Team India. We're not really expecting any changes, but it's still worth having a look at the 11 again. Again, tactically speaking, new venue, going to Bangalore, any reason at all to look at anything, or you're absolutely happy with everything the way it is, right?
I think that has been the hallmark of the series, right? Like they've not really gone in any direction, knowing that okay, this is the 11 they believe in, and once you lost the first couple of games, it became even more important for them to not try anything different, just stick to the processes, and understand what is required to win a game of cricket. And when you look at the balance, all the options are there. Like you have four seam options. You have two good quality spinners in that lineup, so that covers most of the bases. Like you've seen in the previous game, Rishabh Pant used quite a lot of spin options in the first 10. Today he knew that the wicket had something for the seamers in it, so he was starting with Hardik. So these are the options which you have. So you still have potentially 16 overs of seam bowling and 8 overs of spin to play around with. So that is going to be the case. Chinnaswamy predominantly over the years, we know teams would have liked to have more and more seamers there. The spinners find it very hard to bowl on that surface. So you will need that many options and that kind of balance. So I don't see them doing any changes right now. They would want to continue with the template which is set for the series and generally the approach, and they would want to now finish strong by winning the series, create that kind of belief as well that we can come back in a series with any sort of situation.